a young girl from a village near Ranchi who's had to fight for an education, who's had to fight to be treated as an equal, whose parents are not educated and had to depend on farming for an income. She's had to fight against the odds all her life, but I sit here and we sit here to celebrate the culmination of all her years of hard work as Seema Kumari holds in her hand today a letter of acceptance from Harvard University on a full scholarship. Seema, is this what they call dreams coming true?
Yeah, it is. Actually, like I wasn't planning on applying to Harvard until like July 2020. So like I was in my exchange year in the US, in Washington State. So I was doing my 11th grade there. And then the first graduates were 2020 from UA. So I was like very scared of like what my future would look like where am I going to get in, like will I receive enough scholarship to attend a college or not. But then later on, like a lot of colleges, they went test optional, and then like I think it was in June or July when I got to know that like Harvard and like other top colleges, they went test optional. So I was like, let's try and see like what happens. So I just like tried, and then it came up as something really good.
I don't know about the admission procedure now because I, of course, went to college really, really long back. But I think you still have to write an essay. What did you write your essay on?
So in Jharkhand, a lot of families sell rice beer, which is called Hadiya. So my family has also been selling that for like a really long time, and it did not bother me when I was younger. But like after I hit puberty and like a lot of men like started to stare at me and they made me so uncomfortable. It was just a very stressful thing for me. But like after I have lived in the US and like with that experience of like almost 10 months and like coming back and then like having to experience this and struggle with it, it was just like so difficult. So I thought I would write about it. So I wrote about how I was dealing with Hadiya, and I tried to stop it with the help of child helpline, but I haven't yet been able to stop it, but I hope it happens very soon.
Seema, I can't talk about you getting into Harvard without Yuva. Earlier it used to be about how Yuva helped young girls in a village in Ranchi play football. Now, but it's become a lot more than that, right? Now you all get an educate. There's Yuva School. There, apart from the Yuva Foundation, there's exchange programs. You all go play football overseas. So can you tell me about how much that having just Franz and Rose there has helped you change your life?
Yeah. So you were started in 2009, yeah, and it came up like near my village in like 2010. So my cousin, she started going there before I did, and then like one day I was going to cut grasses for cows with my uncle, and then I saw these girls like playing and like laughing and just having fun, and I was like, I also want to be part of that group. So then I asked my cousin, can I also join? And then she said yes. And then I started going, and then like after 6 months, I got my first boot shoe and then like socks, and that picture is actually captured. Like so, I continued with it, and then the first trip from UA, the girls who went to Spain, it was like a very big thing for like the villages here, and like a lot of people were like very proud of girls like who are going like abroad, and like no one here has ever been. But at the same time, there were a lot of people who were like, France is going to sell these girls and they are never going to come back, and this rumor and everything was there. And like going to Spain and just seeing like how people live there, like most people are employed, they earn money, they live their life the way they want to be, they're so independent. And I was like, I also want to be somebody who takes decisions on her own and lives life the way she wants. So I continued, and I became a coach in 2015 when I joined the UA school, and I have been paying my school fees by coaching and taking workshops. And then again in 2017, I was able to go back to Spain for a coaching training by Real Sociedad. So like slowly, like as travels became important, and like as I started getting more opportunities, I started to become a better person, as in to make decisions, and also like teach the younger girls about how life can be so different, and we can be independent.
With Yuva, we also know, like in that post again, it said, you've had to fight off child marriage possibly. So, though, I mean, do you also think of what your life would have been had you not, met, joined Yuva?
Mm-hmm. So like the girls now, like when a girl is born, like the parents, like they worry so much about their marriage, also because they have to give a lot of dowry. And my parents, they were very worried about me. They gave like a lot of dowry to like relatives and other people who would in return give my family when I will be married. And still now, like a lot of such young girls are getting married, and like a lot of my friends like from these villages, they are getting married. Some of them got married, like one of them, she has a 2-year-old boy now. So it's like, things will change slowly, but like the main a very simple life that could be described of girls are like they have, like when they are like 5 or 6, they have to take care of their younger siblings if they have, or they have to take care of cattle, or like you clean utensils, do all sorts of house chores, and then sometimes they also have to miss school for agriculture and like other work if they have at the house.
Okay, now talking about going to Harvard, um, when you land in Boston, I'm guessing it's going to be just more than an education for you, right? I mean, just when
Yeah,
you land, it's going to be about, showing so many people across India now that, what, a small town girl from a village in Ranchi got into Harvard. And look, if
yeah.
she could do it, then imagine who all can do it.
Yeah. And like one of my teachers, she reminded me, like everything in this world is possible if you work for it. Like you can say like this is impossible. And this kind of like shows me that, your hard work will be paid off and you can achieve like whatever you want. And that is how I also want to, like see my life ahead, as in like nothing is impossible. I should work hard on my goals and like achieve them.
I'm just so happy smiling about everything you say. Um, so, are there any social stigmas that you have faced that you want to really be a strong voice against when you grow up now?
Yeah, I think like domestic violence is like one of the very big issues that I have like seen at my own house. Like my uncle, like he beats my aunt, like he beats my aunt like so many times. Like even like if you see in a general point of view, like once a week or like twice a week, and it's like something which I have experienced in like seeing the cousins, like watching them and just like crying. So like that's one of the things I want to focus on. And like child marriage is one of the other things, like educating girls, and like focusing more into education and not into like things that, like I think it is okay if you like somebody, but at the same time you shouldn't be running away from the house and getting married. Like that is not the option that you should be choosing. So like a few things like that I want to consider for now. And sometimes, like when I talk, I forget if I really answered your question.
No, you're definitely answering my questions. I also can't remember my questions talking to you because I'm just so happy smiling at this great achievement. Thank you, Seema. Thank you so much for talking to me today. It really is amazing to speak to you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Yeah, I really like talking to you too.